Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tackling a massive, kind of invisible problem that literally rules our modern world: data chaos. We're going to be exploring the fascinating realm of database management systems, or DBMS for short, and uncovering exactly how they rescue us from drowning in an ocean of information. Okay, let's dive into this.
Imagine a big high school, say 2,000 students. Now picture keeping track of every single detail for them: grades, daily attendance, home addresses, fee payments, using absolutely nothing but paper ledgers and giant metal filing cabinets. Every time a student moves to a new house, someone has to physically dig through literal mountains of folders just to cross out an old address. And what if someone spills a coffee on the M to Z ledger? Total catastrophe. It's a chaotic, absolute nightmare.
Which naturally brings us to the ultimate question. How do you manage this massive scale of information without completely losing your mind? Well, the answer is technology. Specifically, a highly structured, dedicated system designed to handle exactly this kind of data headache.
So, here's our roadmap for today's Explainer. We'll be hitting 5 key areas. 1. The manual record nightmare. 2. Features of a DBMS. 3. The DBMS advantage. 4. DBMS in the real world. And finally, 5. Exactly what you need to know to master your board exams.
Section 1. The Manual Record Nightmare. Let's move to and see how this builds.
Right, so in the old days, manual record keeping relied entirely on paper. And because of that, searching was painfully slow, updating was messy, and you constantly risked duplicating data. Like accidentally writing a student's name in 5 different ledgers. And backups? Oh, nearly impossible unless you had a photocopier and weeks of free time. But a DBMS totally flips the script. It gives us digital storage with lightning-fast searches, effortless updates, practically zero duplication, and full system backups with just a single click. It's a real game changer.
Section 2. Features of a DBMS. Think of these as our digital superpowers against data chaos.
First up, data storage and retrieval. Look, a DBMS doesn't just toss your data into a messy digital pile. It organizes massive amounts of information perfectly. So if you need to find a single student's marks using their roll number, the DBMS plucks that exact record out of thousands in mere milliseconds.
Next, we've got data updating and sharing. When that same student gets a new phone number, modifying the record is a total breeze. But the true superpower here is collaboration. The principal, teachers, and office staff can all securely access the exact same database at the exact same time, all based on their specific permissions. No more passing a single paper file around the office. And speaking of permissions, we have data security. A DBMS acts like a heavily guarded vault. It strictly requires usernames, passwords, and assigned permission levels. It makes absolutely sure that only authorized staff can modify those records, keeping hackers and prying eyes completely locked out. Section 3. The DBMS advantage. And this brilliantly illustrates why this system is so essential.
When all these features work together, the advantages are just undeniable. You get highly organized, deeply searchable data that's incredibly easy to update. That redundant, duplicate data? Stripped away. Meanwhile, security and team sharing are massively upgraded. And best of all, improved data integrity means your information is actually accurate, and easy backups mean a single computer crash will never, ever wipe out your school's history again.
Section 4. DBMS in the real world. Let's see how this scales beyond the classroom.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how these exact same principles scale globally to run our modern society. Your bank deposits, your loans, ATM withdrawals, all managed by a DBMS. Hospitals rely on them for complex doctor schedules and highly sensitive medical reports. Even global railway reservation systems use a DBMS to process millions of passenger tickets and train schedules in real time, all without double booking a single seat. It is literally the invisible engine of the world.
Section 5. Master your board exams. For all the 11th grade IT students tuning in, definitely grab your notebooks for this one. First up, you absolutely need to know data redundancy, which is the unnecessary duplication of data in a database. Honestly, think of redundancy as the villain of our story. It wastes precious storage space and causes massive confusion. Imagine if you update one record, but you forget to update its clone. It's a mess you want to avoid.
Next is data integrity, defined as maintaining the accuracy and consistency of data. So the crucial point is that a DBMS enforces strict rules, so invalid entries just never happen. It physically stops someone from, say, typing letters into a phone number field or entering a fake roll number.
It keeps your data pure and trustworthy.
The third major definition is data security, which is protecting data from unauthorized access and misuse. This is what ensures the whole system remains a safe vault, guaranteeing no one can tamper with or steal your most important records.
Okay, here is your exact roadmap for the board exams. For the 1-mark questions, be ready to define redundancy, integrity, or security. For 2 marks, you'll need to list 4 features or real-world applications. For 3 marks, be prepared to explain the overarching advantages or why data security is so critical. And for those big 5-mark questions, you're going to want to synthesize the features, advantages, and applications, and always include real-life examples. If you grasp the concepts in this explainer, you are completely ready.
We've covered a lot of ground today, escaping the nightmare of paper files for the lightning-fast efficiency of digital databases. But I want to leave you with a thought. From your exam results to your bank account, a DBMS runs your entire life. So, how secure is your data, really? Who actually manages these massive systems? And who gets to see what? Well, we'll uncover that in our next explainer on database users and administrators. Until then, stay curious and keep learning.